A 12,000-seat sports complex coming to the Coachella Valley, and it's being called a facility unlike anything the Valley has seen before. KMIR's Vince Marino got a first look at the project site and spoke to the developers on the eve of the big announcement.
Location, location, location.
This piece of property sitting between Interstate 10 and the Classic Club in Palm Desert isn't much to look at now, but that is about to change.
Right now you're standing on the site of The Shield at 1 Coyote Way, which is going to be a 12,000 seat air-conditioned stadium, entertainment and faith unique place of gathering.
The Shield at 1 Coyote Way will include everything from medical facilities to restaurants, even a 120-room hotel. Football, soccer, boxing, MMA, even local high schools will be able to use the facilities.
Sports tourism is the fastest growing industry in the country. It's a $13.5 billion industry, and we are excited that the Coachella Valley is now poised to take its share of this industry.
The designers of the new complex are also responsible for the Dallas Cowboys' new training facility in Frisco, Texas. This is an artist rendering of what the $300 million sports center will look like.
For the Lord says, I am your refuge, I am your shield.
Miller says the Shield name comes from a Bible verse in Proverbs. Developers say the complex will attract sports fans from around the country.
We're going to kick the door down on sports tourism and bring it back to the Coachella Valley where it belongs.
Vince Marino, KMIR News.
All right, joining us now live in studio, the driving force, the man behind this project, David Miller. Coach, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, Jano. It's great to be here.
All right, let's talk about this. Now, for the people that are seeing this for the first time, it's kind of hard to take it all in. Sure. This is going to be a huge complex. It's not just a football stadium, and it's not just a hotel. Nope. Tell us about what your dream is.
Well, the vision here clearly is a 125-acre campus that provides opportunity and hope for every single man, woman, and child in the entire Coachella Valley corridor. You know, from the time that the Coyotes came to the Valley, you know, we've spent a lot of time in every facet of the Valley, and we've looked into the eyes of all the kids from the East Valley all the way to Palm Springs. And to have a facility like this one that now suddenly creates tons of opportunity, as it says in Proverbs 30 verse 5, a refuge of hope. The Lord is our shield and our strength, and we're going to deliver that to the Coachella Valley.
All right, so this is going to be a lot of things. One, you mentioned in the piece about sports tourism.
Sure.
That is a huge thing right now.
Yes.
So tell me about sports tourism and what exactly that means.
Well, sports tourism is the fastest growing industry, not only in the United States, but really around the world. I mean, the fact that you have to be able to attract sports, spectator sports, as well as visitor sports. And so by that, you look at the millennials. Believe it or not, 40% of millennials travel with kids in tow. A lot of people don't realize that, but yeah. Soccer, softball, fast pitch softball, it's taken over the landscape. And when you look at tournications, families are now repurposing their dollars from vacations to taking their families to tournaments where the little ones
as a dad who spends almost every weekend on the side of a soccer field someplace in Southern and Central California, I know exactly what you're talking about. What about for the residents? What about for the kids? What's going to be available for them here in the Valley?
Well, that's our passion. If you don't take care of the kids at home, what do you have? I mean, you're going to pay now or pay later. So we have to provide alternative programming for all of our youth, and that means jobs. That means something to look forward to, something to hope for. You take care of the kids we have here in the Valley, all the kids from outside the Valley will get those too, and everyone will reap the benefits from sport tourism as those dollars get pumped into the Coachella Valley.
Yeah, talk about the construction now. How many jobs are we talking in construction? And then how many permanent jobs after everything's opened up? What's the vision?
Well, we're looking at about 2,500 jobs when we finally get to that place where we break ground. We're looking at about a 36-month project if everything goes well. You know, we understand that there's hurdles in front of us with about at least half that many permanent jobs once this thing is built. But you look at every single piece of the pie, when you look at the entire project from the hotel to the medical office building to the Shield itself, you know, and all of the various things, there's something there for every child, whatever they dream about in the Coachella Valley. When they say, I want to grow up to be a fill in the blank, they'll be able to find a job and know that they can stay right here in the Valley.
Tomorrow's the big announcement, 9 o'clock over at Fantasy Springs Casino. What can we expect to see tomorrow?
Well, you know, we have a passion for the East Valley. You know, we've done a lot of work there. We've spent thousands of dollars and thousands of hours of our own time in the East Valley. The East Valley Coalition, Manuel Perez, the county supervisor, he's the one whose vision really kicked this whole thing in high gear. And so the East Valley Coalition, they stepped forward with the first sports tourism summit, and that was the brainchild of Supervisor Perez. And so with that, that'll be the first hour where we identify and frame out the opportunity for all of the desert cities. And then in the second hour, we're going to come around and show everyone how to solve it. And we're going to take the first step.
All right.
With the shield at 1 Coyote Way.
And we'll be there tomorrow. We'll bring it all for you folks live here on the KMIR News. David, congratulations,
Thank you,
sir.
Gino.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be right back.